Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day 7 here of the Ryko event, and we are going to start off with 100 sleep points. I always forget about the sneaky snacking. I don't know how. I forget about it every time. My brain, big dumb. 25,820 sneaky snacking with another 10 honey to go along with it, which is good for what we have planned for today. Definitely going to make use of that honey. That might actually allow us to swap out somebody on the team a little bit later, but 100 sleep points puts us at 6,686. And while we're here, we can go to the general store and grab our daily lottery. Hopefully we get a biscuit. We need some pretty bad. We need some biscuits. 10 diamonds. That's also good. That might go towards buying us a bundle eventually. Great biscuits, 600 diamonds for 3 of them. That's a bit steep. But also, since it is the last day of the month, which means it's your last chance to buy from the shop before it rolls over into next month and updates. I've got about 7 hours left as of time of recording. I'm going to go ahead and buy this master biscuit that's in the shop. We have the points we need. We have some extra. 2,686 is our new total. We've already bought the easy travel ticket, but this is your reminder. If you haven't bought your easy travel ticket yet for this month, go ahead and buy it now before it is too late. And I don't think there's really anything else that I am concerned with buying at the moment. A Dawnstone would be nice to have, but we could always buy it later. Yeah, honestly, everything else just kind of okay. I really need to sit down one day and figure out what the exact math is on exactly how many sleep points you can get per month if you get perfect sleep every day and the good sleep day points that we get. I'm not exactly sure how many it is. Maybe about 5,000-ish if I'm doing some quick math. That's probably exactly right. Probably don't even need to sit down and calculate it, to be honest, but let's go ahead and jump into this sleep report. Session 246. It is the little special bonus, so we should have 1.5 times drowsy power, and we're master 13, which means we have a chance of seeing Ryko if we get snoozing. Looking pretty good for a snoozing type. Again, also pseudo balanced, but the snoozing will skew our results more towards the snoozing. Is it the special event this weekend? I thought it was this weekend. I mean, we should have yeah. Okay, so we do have 1.5 times drowsy power. 130, almost 134 million, 133,958,400. Yeah, there it is, 1.5 times. So, we have a pretty good chance of finding Ryko. It hasn't been updated on the Raynon website yet, but they did post on Discord yesterday that they have figured out the Ryko DPR for the 1-star. The drowsy power requirement for Ryko at Master 9 is 40,926,000, essentially 41 million. For 2-star, essentially 116 million. So if we do get a 2-star, that's all of our drowsy power. And I don't think we got that today just by the fact that we have a bunch of other 2-stars. And then for 3-star at Master 19, 243 million. So long way to go before we get there. But we do have a chance of finding Ryko. So let's see if it happens. Ooh, and a top belly Togekiss. That is brand new. What else do we have? I only see a Graveler down there. It looks like we have some new sleep styles too. Maybe. For sure, the Togekiss. So we got Dugtrio, Metapod, Mareep, Flaffy, Graveler, Kangaskhan again, Meowth. All right. So we've got some decent stuff. That was only 7, so we have 2 new sleep styles, which we know this one. I think that's actually our first Togekiss at all. I don't think I've seen one before. Yeah, the very first one. It's said that Togekiss is never seen anywhere near conflict or turmoil. If you ever see several of them sleeping contentedly, perhaps it's a sign that peace reigns in the area. Where is this last one though? No, not off to the right. Where are you? Ooh, new Raichu sleep. There we go. Tail waving sleep. Oh, it's only the 1-star? Is this the first Raichu I've seen? No, it's not. Okay. Just somehow got the 2-star first. All right. Well, we got a decent amount of electric Pokemon, so we got some good mains out of it, hopefully. No Raikou, unfortunately. Hungry Doug Trio. Oh, that's the only one that's hungry. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, well, out of everybody here, really don't know who I would want to try to take home. We already have 2 good Togepi. Maybe we could use a better Ampharos, I suppose. We don't need a Doug Trio. Not worried about Butterfree. Meowth, also not super worried about. I think we have a somewhat decent one. Kangaskhan, we have a pretty decent one. Could use a better ingredient spread, but without it being hungry, I don't want to spend the biscuit. Actually, I don't know. I don't know who I want to try to take home. This is actually kind of a tough call. I think actually I want to spend the bonus biscuit feeding Kangaskhan and just see if we get lucky and get a big hit or something. No, just the +3. Because we already have a pretty good Ampharos. So there's no point gambling on that one. If we're going to gamble, we might as well gamble on the big rare Pokemon to try to get a critical capture on that one. Mareep is pretty easy to find and we can catch later, so I think that was the right call. Maybe not. I don't know. We are for sure gonna send out there you are. The Mareep candy though, to try to help people get a Ampharos of their own. 57 mains for today. Not too bad. 134 million drowsy power, definitely a record for me. Granted, it's with the 1.5 times boost, but it's still a record. 7,192 research XP does put us at level 52, which is a biscuit, 2 small dream clusters, and a recovery incense. And then about 12,491 dream shards to go along with it. So still a pretty productive sleep research in terms of XP and shards. Another 368 sneaky snacking, but let's see. No new news, no new medals, but we do have community reports, about 47 of them. Hey, nice. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 that doubled up out of 47, just shy of that 25% that we love to see, but a lot of these doubles are Raikou, which is very good. Very good. That means all of y'all are seeing some Raikou. Hopefully you're catching them. Hopefully they're turning out good. And let's go ahead and see. We got 24 mains. All right, so back to the numbers we like to see. Let's see. Everybody's level 5. Yep. So far, only one non-level 5 friend has given me mains. And there's a level up. So he's got a small handy candy to go along with it. All right. Pretty good day. It's been a good day. Let's see if we can make it better. All right, so with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and start getting ready for breakfast. We'll take those candies. Hopefully a lot of mushrooms and herbs. Also plenty of berries. How about you, buddy? Yeah, skill trigger, very nice. A bunch of leaks too. That's been the only way I've really been getting leaks because that Doug Trio has not been helping out too much. Ooh, what do you got? Did it just not collect or are these extras? Huh. Pokemon Sleep being Pokemon Sleep. Skill trigger there. That makes sense. I did swap all of them out yesterday to get some ingredients coming in for today. We're going to try to get all of these apples. And then we'll grab all of these tomatoes and honey. And one last collection from Gengar. Ooh, skill trigger. 2,000 extra strength. Not going to really move the needle much at this point, but I will take it. All right, so we've got 79 berries in the box and time to get breakfast going. Let's see, plus 20% extra tasty chance, so 30% overall. We are gonna make the flower gift macarons, that's what we were planning. We have enough honey, we can take Venusaur off the team and get a berry gatherer back on the team just to help with a little bit extra. Let's go ahead and throw in all of these mushrooms. All of these herbs. Ooh, we actually need to... We need more eggs. We need to swap in Delibird for Venusaur. Get some more eggs because we have enough of everything else. We're not worried about getting any other ingredients. We can throw in all these extra tomatoes. 153 total ingredients. Ooh. Ooh, I didn't realize it was going to be so many. All right, let's throw in the ginger. Cool. All right, we've got a full pot overflowing. All right, let's see. 61% level bonus. How big is this going to be before? 17,987 turns into not an extra tasty, but it turns into 49,322. That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's enough to get us to level 32 on the macarons. Macaron. And I don't think that's going to be enough to push us to Master 14. It might get us close. Maybe about 3/4 of the way. There's a long gap in between ranks at this point. Pretty close. Somewhere about 2/3 of the way, maybe 3/4 almost. So we're getting pretty close to Master 14. Should be pretty easy to get Master 14. Cook 17 times is now done. 1,240 dream shards. Ooh, we need to use those candies pretty quickly. And I really don't know who to use them on still. Before I forget, we no longer need honey, so we can swap you for, where's my Delibird? Where you at, Delibird? Somewhere around here. Oh, skipped him. There you are. Ooh, you're, you need some energy. Actually, maybe not. We only need about 8 eggs or something like that. So maybe we don't need to worry about him having energy. He might have enough already. But I'm thinking we might need to switch in Victory Bell for one of these Gengar just to get enough ingredients to fill out the pot. But I don't want to do that if we don't have to. I would like to keep the berries flowing. So I want to keep Gengar on the team because it will give us a decent amount of berries and ingredients. Everybody else is pretty good. Delibird, you look tired. We just woke up. What's up, buddy? Other than that, we need to figure out who to spend some of these candies on. And today is the last day. So I think you're always a good candidate to spend some candies on, but we only have 10. That's not a lot. But you know what? Ooh, I just realized how many dream shards we have. We might do a silly thing. A silly thing that makes a lot of sense. Let me go back while I'm thinking about it, because if I don't do this now, I will forget. And we wouldn't want to do that. Let's see, pot, maximum, 89,000. Leaves me with 20. I think I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna wait until tomorrow. I kind of want to do it now, but I don't want to be left with only 20,000 and not have enough dream shards to use these candies. And tomorrow we should get a decent amount of dream shards. Hopefully a Raikou. That would be very nice if we could find a Raikou. You're actually not a bad idea. Not the best idea, but not a bad one. Is there anybody that needs to evolve? That's a really good question, actually. If somebody needs to evolve, that's a lot of candy used. Are you ready to evolve yet? No, still not. We still need, wow, still need 55 hours. That's a whole nother week. That is unfortunate. Let's see. Nobody is ready to evolve, honestly. Which is kind of unfortunate. Oh, one thing I did want to mention, that Raikou we caught yesterday, the reason this one is named this way I went ahead and put in the calculator as if I had used sub-skill seeds to give it helping speed M and skill trigger M, and it turns into an 85% skill trigger. I forget, what is it, expected skill trigger count, something like that. Turns into 85 PR with the investment of 2 seeds. Still not 100% convinced I want to pull that trigger just yet, or if I want to just hope for a better one. We can't really do much better other than a better nature and a better sub-skill at level 75, because ingredient finder is not good. Berry finding would be preferable, but we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. Not 100% convinced I want to pull the trigger on that yet. I could spend the candies on it. We have 200 already. I could use the our handy candies that we have to also get that going. Ooh, actually, you know what? That is not you. Not you. I looked at it and clicked on the wrong one. You are actually a really good call. You showed up at the perfect time. Main skill chance down is unfortunate. If we do get nature mints, that'll be really good though. The skill trigger will balance it out, but you are the one that is worth investing in. I don't know why I even second guessed it. And we need to use 255 candies. What level do we need to evolve? 26? Cool. So we got a long way to go anyway. 255 candies. I'm not hitting the button anymore. We have... All right. So 260 only leaves us with 20. We're not ready to use you yet, so let's just use exactly the candies we need. 90,000 dream shards. Actually, do I want to do this? That's all of our dream shards. Yeah, so apparently my brain is a big dumb, and I misread that. That was saying I would have 90,000 dream shards left, not that it would cost me 90,000 dream shards. I realized that like 2 minutes after I finished the recording, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger and we invested in this Swablu like we should have in the first place. So just wanted to go ahead and correct that while I was thinking about it. Anyway, carry on past me. But that said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. Thank you for watching the video. Have a wonderful day, and until next time, later dudes.